This is the end of the summit that we had on J20, being the part of the G20. This is the first time that the event is being held in South Africa, and it's quite a historic moment for South Africa, particularly because this is the first time that South Africa has a woman Chief Justice, and all of these things are coming during her tenure. The theme of the summit, as I would call it, is justice in a time of change, independence, innovation, and cooperation. The theme was fully unpacked during the sessions, which were about 5 that we held in the past 2 days. Of course, it was opened in a very nice South African way on Tuesday evening in a cocktail, and thereafter the opening ceremony on Wednesday. And the Chief Justice set the tone of why we were gathered here. Importantly for me was the topic on judicial independence. In fact, the whole summit highlighted how we all face similar challenges in all these jurisdictions. For instance, the threat to judicial independence. But one key point on that was that judicial independence is for the benefit of the public. Because most of the time we think it's for our own benefit as judges, but it is for the benefit of the public, because it is one of the cornerstones of the rule of law. So that was quite important, and we discussed issues like what are those threats that face the independence, and quite some of the issues were inward coming. For instance, if we don't deliver judgments timelessly, there could be lots of questions asked. In fact, one of the Chief Justices said, if you delay a judgment for more than 2 years or so, then that is corruption. And that is something that members of the public out there might have. And also this issue about security of judges was raised. And one of the key issues there was we must not be vulnerable to intimidation, but we must always remember our oath of office. And we dealt about artificial intelligence. It was quite amazing how other countries have accepted it and have moved on, whilst we are very reluctant to even adapt to it. But importantly, the emphasis was that artificial intelligence is not there to replace justice, but as it's an enabler. And with our ever-increasing workload, it was highlighted how we need to be innovative so as to enhance our efficiency. And issues like cybercrime, which we need to be aware of, and probably some of the areas where we need to collaborate in terms of training. So it was very important, it was very informative session that we attended, and I'm sure going forward we know how we can use innovation in order to enhance access to justice, and how we must not leave out those that live in the rural areas in this evolving technology that is about there. So it was quite a successful one, and I think we all have something that we took home.